everyone. Merry Christmas. This is April Davis with April Davis Creations. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today is Christmas Day and my first day of the 12 days of Christmas. I know a lot of demonstrators were running their 12 days of Christmas prior to Christmas, leading up to Christmas. But I thought I would be more traditional. Traditionally, the 12 days of Christmas marks the festive period from Christmas Day today to January 5th, which is also known as the 12th night. So each day symbolizes a special celebration reflecting the joy and the spirit of the holiday season. And this period, those 12 days, has been celebrated for centuries. And it's a time when each day brings new reasons to rejoice and cherish the moment with loved ones. And so I decided that I was going to do my 12 days of Christmas starting on Christmas Day, and I'm going to take it through January the 5th. So every day at 1 p.m., you will see me on Facebook, hopefully live. I do have a big Christmas with my family tomorrow, so tomorrow may be recorded, but I'll still be here. But today's a quiet day. My mom and my husband are upstairs watching the football game, which gave me a bit of time to sneak down here at 1 o'clock and share with you day one of the 12 days of Christmas. So let me bring my package in. Day one. Thank you to those of you who participated in my 12 days of Christmas. If you didn't cheat and open up all of your packages early, then you can pull out day one of your package and we'll open it up together. And then we'll talk about what's in the package. But before I get there, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for me to give you some sneak peeks on what's coming up after the, hi Pam, good to see you, Merry Christmas. I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in January. And so I can't open the catalog, but I certainly can share with you some of the things that are in the catalog. So my plan is to be able to share with you some of the things that are in the catalog while I'm demonstrating what your 12 days of Christmas are. So we've got the mini catalog that goes live on January the 7th. I'm going to share a few things out of that. And then also coming in January through February, we have Celebration. And Celebration's a fun time because you can order anything out of the new mini catalog, out of the annual catalog, out of the online exclusives, out of those items that are last chance. Anything counts for Celebration. And when you place an order of $60 or more, you can go shopping in the Celebration catalog and get things for free. So I'm going to show you some of the things that are in the Celebration catalog as well. I just can't show you what's in the catalogs. So let's go ahead and get started. And let's go ahead and open up our first gift. So, and I did a really good job of wrapping, so it may take me a minute to get this done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out our color wheel. Now, the color wheel is it's called a color coach actually. And when you get it, if in your package, you have to put it together. There's a little, what do we want to call this? Can't think of what it's called. But anyway, you're going to utilize this to put your color coach together. And then you can start spinning it around. But the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the back of the color wheel first. So it talks about various different types of color combinations. Thanks, Pam. So glad you're here. So let's talk about Analogous for a moment. When you do an Analogous color, you choose 3 colors that are side by side on the color wheel. So Stampin' Up! Has this set up for Analogous. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, if you look in this little window here, you can pick any 3 colors. So we can pick Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, or Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, Melon Mambo. But you can spin it around and you will see then which colors are Analogous. So you could even come over here to where I've got Very Vanilla, Lemon Lime Twist, and Granny Apple Green, all the way around. So let's go here and we'll look at Triadic. Triadic is craft with colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel. So basically what you're going to do is you can see these Triadic boxes. there's lines here that you've got. And so if I were to pick Cherry Cobbler, then I would follow it across the color wheel, and this line falls under Lemon Lolly, and this line falls under Pool Party. So for all practical purposes, you could do Cherry Cobbler, Lemon Lolly, and Pool Party together in your creation, and you would have a triadic color combination. Okay, how about color your way? You can explore, you can do it any way that you want to, try new combinations. Complementary, I want to focus on that. You know what they say, opposites attract. So if we go back over here to complementary, we can line it up. Let's do, let me pick a color that I haven't picked before. Azure Afternoon, and then come over here to complementary, and you could use pecan pie and crushed curry, or Misty Moonlight and pecan pie and crushed curry. These colors are complementary to these colors. You pick a color, and I'll show you one of the ways that I'm going to be doing this. But again, soft seafoam, garden green, shaded spruce, come across the wheel to complementary. And those colors are complementary to Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Poppy Parade. So how fun is that? And then let me see, monochromatic. You can choose one color that you like and pair it with other shades or tints of the same color. So again, go to your monochromatic over here, and these are all shades of the same color that you could choose. So when you have, and I'm gonna bring out, I'm gonna be sharing with you some of the designer series paper that's in the celebration flyer, but I wanted to show you here, when you look at your cardboard that comes with your designer series paper, it will tell you what colors go with that particular designer series paper. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. Let me bring those papers in just so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is fruit salad. This is a 6x6 designer series paper that is available in our celebration flyer starting on January the 7th. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you all the fruit that comes with this. And I've actually opted to utilize this designer series paper for the samples that I'm gonna show you and how I used them for using the Color Coach. So for my first card, let me pull these, and I wanted to show you the back sides too, because the back sides have really pretty designs as well. But I'm going to pull this one out as my first one. But say, for example, you're not quite sure what you want to do. I liked this paper. It reminded me of a watermelon. And this is Real Red. And Real Red's on here. So basically what I did is I took my Color Coach, and I wanted to do, this time around, I wanted to do complementary colors. So I picked Real Red, and a complementary color to Real Red is Garden Green. And it just so happens that Garden Green happens to be one of the colors here. So that worked out really well for me. But I also wanted to add in a third color. So again, complementary colors, I could have picked from the reds if I wanted greens. Shaded Spruce, I've already got Garden Green because Garden Green is part of the designer series paper. But you know that area between the fruit of the watermelon and the rind? It's kind of a light green, kind of a whitish color. Anyway, I thought that soft seafoam would work really well for that. So when I designed my card, I used both sides of my designer series paper, and I used the seafoam. You can see the seafoam here, and I was able to create this card. It looks like a watermelon. I wanted to also bring in the stamp set that I chose to use. This is a brand new stamp set designed by Julie Davison. She's a $1 Million Demonstrator, and when you become a $1 Million Demonstrator, and again, only 1% of the Stampin' Up! Population make it to $1 million, but you get to design your own stamp set. So she designed this, and I decided I wanted to use this today because I loved how big the sentiments were. And so basically for this particular card, I used Julie's stamp set that's in the new mini catalog coming out on January the 7th, but I used her stamp set with my fruit, I can't even remember, the fruit salad paper, and I did them in complementary colors. So I had fun getting that designed. And the other thing that I did, just to share with you, I put these little bees on here. In the new catalog, you've got these little bees for embellishments, and they're so cute. And I figured bees probably love watermelon, so I went ahead and put the bees on the watermelon as well. So a nice simple card. It's just strips of the Designer Series paper mounted onto my soft seafoam, which kind of represents the inside of the rind, and I put a simple sentiment on it. All right, so let's move into the next one. I want to move on to the Anaglis colors. So again, I'm looking at this, and you can just pick one of your favorite colors, but since I was using the fruit salad paper, I decided that I wanted to kind of tie in things in my fruit salad because my whole theme across here is fruit salad. So I picked, let me pull out my paper that I picked, if I can find it. Hold on a second. I picked bananas. And so when you look here, probably Daffodil Delight is going to get me close to my bananas. So I went to Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to do Anaglis. So I'm going to go ahead and I can put in here, I can do crushed curry. Here's my Daffodil Delight. Here's my lemon lolly. So when I bring my card over that I created, I have just that. There's a layer here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a really, really light layer here of lemon lolly. And then I pulled in some of the Daffodil Delight. And then I have, of course, my Designer Series paper, which is also the Daffodil Delight. But how fun was that? And then what I did is I pulled from the banana stems, the pecan pie. So I stamped that in pecan pie, and then we've got this brand new ribbon that's in the new catalog. It's just called Gold, but it's kind of a gold weave. Look how pretty that is. So basically what I did is I folded it up underneath my sentiment, again, using this stamp set, stamped my happy birthday, and I literally just cut around the happy birthday. I stamped it on Very Vanilla. If Very Vanilla would also be Anaglis, because if you look here, you've got your Daffodil Delight, your Lemon Lolly, and your Very Vanilla. So I was able to stamp it on Very Vanilla. I also have it on a Very Vanilla cardstock rather than a white cardstock. And all my colors are Anaglis and all go together. So that is the Anaglis one. Whoops. All right, what's next? Monochromatic. Let me see. My monochromatic is the one where all of the colors are basically the same. So if I come in here, I decided that I was going to use the greens. And so again, if I bring this in, one of the colors that I decided to focus on was the Granny Apple Green. So my card base is Granny Apple Green, but what colors are monochromatic with Granny Apple Green? I have Old Olive, and I also then picked some of the Designer Series papers to pull in those colors. So I don't have Lemon Lime Twist, but I've got the Granny Apple Green, the Old Olive, and then the colors that come with the Designer Series paper that we had. So everything is monochromatic. Obviously, I didn't want to use this side because I wanted to really keep it in the monochromatic arena. So I did use Mossy Meadow to stamp my sentiment, and I just stamped the sentiment with my Stylish Shapes dies. These are not my Stylish Shape dies. Where are my Stylish Shape dies? They must be in another section. I've been creating, but I cut the circle with that, and then I embossed it with my plaid embossing folder, and then I just popped it up. So I have these all laid flat, And then I've popped these up, and it's just a very simple best wishes. I did utilize some different embellishments. These are our neutrals, adhesive backed embellishments. So I just took a few of those and added those, and I have a very nice monochromatic green card. All right, the last one is the triadic. Remember, the triadic is across from each other. So I decided I was gonna focus on pumpkin pie. So I put my pumpkin pie here, and that meant that I was going to be using garden green and I would be using gorgeous grape. So here's the card that I created. My designer series paper was we've got the inside of the orange. I used the back side of the designer series paper. And then I just took my dies. Actually, these are the Nested Essential dies. So I took those dies and created some banners, if you will. I embossed the banners here, and I did not emboss the banners here, but I've got garden green and I've got gorgeous grape. And then I also stamped in gorgeous grape as well. And then just to tie it all together, I added a bit of gorgeous grape to the outside. And then I utilized these dies or these embellishments again to kind of set them off. So 3 different cards using the color wheel to help me to decide what colors I wanted to use. Where's my bananas? Bring my bananas in. And how fun was that? Now, one other thing that I wanted to show you on the color wheel is on the back side, the neutrals are kind of a freebie. So the neutrals can go with any color combination you want. So like the very vanilla that I used on the bananas, it would go with this color combination, but it would go with any of the other color combinations as well. So those include your browns, your vanilla, basic white, your basic beige, and then your grays, and then your black. But keep this color wheel on your desk, your table that you're creating on. And when you get stuck or you want to know what colors go with what, decide what you want to do. Do you want it to be complementary? Do you want it to be monochromatic? Do you want me to be triadic or analogous? And use this to help you decide on what colors you would like. So that's this for day 1 for the first day of Christmas, but I will be back tomorrow so we can open up our second gift for day 2 of Christmas, and I will show you what we're going to do with that tomorrow. So thanks for joining me. Have a Merry Christmas, Pam, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.